All right, good evening, everyone. We have a special match tonight, the last match in round one of the Bank Time Pool Virtual 9-ball double elimination tournament. We have John Griego out of California against Eric Pool Guy Simpson 29 out of Canada. I'm correct, right, Eric?
Right.
Check the shorts out or the pants out. I'll tell you. But I'll get to you two in just a second. What I want to do first is for all the viewers out there, what I need you to do, I need you to go to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Why should we do that? Because after the fifth rack, I have a great number of matches set up for this week and this weekend. You need to be notified of those if you're interested. If you want to follow this tournament, you need to subscribe. You need a bell notification so when we go live, you're with us. This is the last first round match. We're moving forward, so make sure you do that. All right. Secondly, I want to bring Darren in. Darren, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good, brother. How about yourself?
All right. Good. So you've been through this a number of times. John, he's played a lot of pool on streams with Roopster and things like that. So he's kind of used to it. What do you think he's feeling tonight?
Well, we were talking before, and he said he's a pilot, so I know that guy's got to have nerve.
No, Eric's a pilot. I'm talking John.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Eric. Okay. Well, as far as he goes, then he's part of Roopster's faction, so I'm sure he's no slouch on the pool table. I think just keep things simple and, don't overthink it. And we keep saying the same things over and over again. It's the first round. It's the end of it. We've seen how bad things can get. We've seen how good things can get. So just, hold on tight. It's a roller coaster ride. So.
Absolutely. Thank you. I want to bring in little Chris. Great match, your first round match. And, that was your first time, being on camera, so to speak. And this is Eric's first time being on camera. Any advice for him?
I think the best thing I could say is don't worry about what your opponent does, especially in a format like this, because when it's your turn, it's just you at the table, regardless of what your opponent scores. The nervousness that I felt was because I was worried about what my opponent was scoring on top of the expectations I knew the viewers had of me on top of my own expectations. So just remove all of that, and when it's your turn, just do your thing.
Absolutely. Good advice.
Easier said than done, but that would be my advice.
Well, like Darren said, it's a roller coaster ride. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but you got to stay an even keel, even though things are going up and down, and that's what you did. You had a great rack and then a not so good, but, if you were just even throughout the whole match. So awesome advice, guys. So let's bring in John Griego out of California. How you doing, John?
Pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Good. You want to say anything to Eric before we get started?
Nothing really. Shoot good. Good luck. Can't wait for the match.
All right, man. Eric, anything for John?
Yeah, the same. Best of luck to you, sir. Shoot well. And like what little Chris said there, we'll just have fun and worry about our own game.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to have the coin flip here. And, John, I'm going to get this focused in for you. If you could go ahead and call heads or tails.
Heads.
It is tails. So, Eric, you will have the choice. Do you want to break first, or do you want to pass it to John?
I'll pass. I'll go second.
Okay. So John will be leading off. Eric will be going second. Gentlemen, first of all, have fun with it. Second of all, good luck to both of you. Shoot well.
Yep. Good luck.
All right.
Thank you.
John, it's all yours whenever you're ready, sir.
All right.
Just a reminder, if you can help us out a little bit, let us know what balls were pocketed, and then if you're going to take ball in hand.
Made the 1 and the 5.
1 and the 5. Just a reminder, if he leaves the ball where it is, he can run out for a possible 11. If he takes ball in hand, which he is, a possible 9 maximum run out. The 9 ball counts as 2 plus balls pocketed. John has the 4 to the 6. 5 was pocketed on the break. Good shot, John. Well, thank everyone for being here tonight. Thanks for the support. We really appreciate it. Hey, that's how we break in a brand new table, right, John?
Right.
In case we don't know, this is a brand new one for John. So great shooting, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, Eric. John with a 9.
Yes, sir. Well done. Looks like the 2 ball and the 7 ball.
Thank you, sir.
I will be taking ball in hand.
All right, possibility of 9.
Really unfortunate.
Good shot. Let it go. Okay.
4.
Okay, 4 points. Okay, so after rack number 1, John 9, Eric 4. All right, John, rack number 2.
Scratched.
Okay, automatic ball in hand, possibility of 9.
I believe that's only 1.
Okay, a 1 for a total of 10 after 2 racks. All right, Eric, John with a 10 total after 2 racks. You're sitting at 4 after 1. Rack number 2.
Thank you.
Looks like a dry break.
Dry break. Yes, sir. I'll leave it as it lies.
All right, possibility of 11 with a run out.
Ah.
Looks like a 2 for a total of 6 for Eric after 2 racks. So after rack 2, John 10, Eric 6. All right, John, moving ahead to rack number 3, you're up 10-6 after 2.
Made the 8.
8 ball on the break.
Gonna take ball in hand.
Possibility of 9. combination of. Shot. Very good shooting, John. Another 9-point run out for a total of 19 after rack number 3. All right, Eric, rack 3, you're sitting at 6 after rack 2. John at 19 after rack 3.
Okay, very good.
Okay, looks like a dry break.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Players really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Great support.
Take ball in hand, Jim.
All right. Possibility of 9. It looks like a 1
Well, one, Jim. Yep, you bet.
for a total of 7. So after rack 3, John 19, Eric 7. All right, John, rack number 4. Just a reminder, after rack 5, we'll take a little break, let these players relax just for a second, and we'll have a few things to discuss. So rack number 4, John. So maybe the 8 ball again.
not going to take ball in hand.
Okay, possibility of 11 with a run out.
Counting on the slow clock. That's not going to stop at any time.
Diamonds,
Yeah.
banks wider.
Okay, so John with a total of 1.
No, 2.
Excuse me, 2 for a total of 21.
God, it went right. I played it 2.
All right, Eric, he left the door open a little bit. How about a big rack here? All right.
I'll try. They're dry break.
Okay.
Ball in hand.
Okay, possibility of 9.
Oh, I missed.
Oh,
2, 4, 6. Grand total of 1.
1. Okay, so after rack number 4, John 21, Eric 8. Just a reminder, again, after this rack, we'll just take a little breather. All right, John, rack number 5.
Maybe 7.
7 ball.
I'm not going to take ball in hand.
Okay, possibility of 11. shot.
Dunk that one.
God dang.
Was good.
So John with 4 points in rack number 5 for a total of 25 after 5.
I hate that.
John, before you go and we move on, let's talk a little bit. What cue are you using?
Sean?
Okay. Do you have a special break cue as well?
Yeah, well, I have several different ones. I have the Predator break cue, and then I have what is it?
Jacoby.
The Jacoby featherweight and the heavy hitter.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And we will go ahead and take a little break. We'll be back in a few minutes after Eric shoots his 5th rack. All right, Eric, rack number 5. Looks like we have a ball down.
The 8 ball, yes. Ball in hand.
Okay. Good stroke, Eric. All right, the ball does stay down for a total of 4 in that rack. So Eric, after rack 5, has a 12. Eric, can you, before you go, can you kind of enlighten us on your equipment as well? What's your playing cue and your break cue?
The break cue, I bought because my daughter liked the color. It's a pink Poison VX5. It's a break jump. I use it strictly for breaking. I have a Predator jump cue, but my playing cue is the Predator Sports Ice with the rubber grip and the 12.9 Rebo.
Okay. All right, very good. So take a little breather. We're at 25-12 after rack 5. And I'm going to bring in a couple people here. First thing I want to do is, as I said at the onset of the match, we have an enormous number of games scheduled. So I will have the bracket out on my community tab. So when you subscribe, go to my community tab. I'll have that bracket updated tonight. All the players will get an updated bracket. I'm going to go over a few. All right. So on Thursday night, the 10th, December 10th, we have 2 matches, 1 lost side matches. We have Ron Phipps out of California and Ruben, Roopster 760, out of California. That'll be our first match. 5 racks. Remember, 1 lost side, 5 racks. Immediately following, we will have 2 more California boys, Gizmo and Shane, who will also play a 1 lost side match. And then we move to Friday night. December 11th. If you look to the right of your screen, you see Darren, Mr. Ed at 1, and the right bottom, little Chris. They will play Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will add that the match on Thursday is also 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So obviously 6 o'clock on the West Coast. Then we will move to Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Dante from Talking Runs and Making Runs versus Chuck from Backyard Billiards. Immediately following, we have a one-loss side match, which will be Josh Duff he is the Practice Room, affiliated with the Practice Room, versus Morgan Bass. That will immediately follow the Dante Chuck match. And then, of course, the last one that we have scheduled, which is we'll finish out the week and is going to be a good one. Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ron Johnson, Rackham Jake versus Joe Jacobs. That's Joe's Pool School. So as you can see, we have a lot of matches coming up, and they are all great matches. All right, so let me bring in Roopster. How you doing, bud?
Doing well.
So we have 4 California boys coming in on Thursday night. And if I recall, you brought all these guys with you. Am I right?
Well, it's not the first time we've all traveled to tournaments, so I figured jump on my ride and let's go play.
There you go. There you go. Well, good luck to you in your match. But before I let you go, I want to publicly thank this man. He gave a substantial donation. There is a PayPal donation on the banner on my channel. And as I said, when I do get a donation, I'm upgrading my equipment, things like that. I do have a microphone. Okay. I do have a light. I do have a camera coming as well. That'll be here in a few days. So, Roopster, I want to publicly thank you for the generous donation, man. That was awesome.
I appreciate what you're doing, Jim. I know I say you get the big bucks. You know what I mean? I always say that, and we say it jokingly, and I know how much behind the scenes stuff you do, and like we all know, I do it for Darren, he's out there. This is all he's got. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people that, they're enjoying this entertainment. And I'm enjoying it myself, even being part of it and even watching, it's like, I just want to thank you for, what you're doing.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And if he doesn't mind me, you know what? I'm not even going to mention it. It was very substantial. Trust me. I don't even have to get into the numbers. And when it happened, I immediately called him. We talk about every day, and that was awesome, man. I appreciate it.
If you go to my channel, I'm not trying to promote, but that night, like I said, it was all for you, buddy.
Yeah, you got to check it out. He was playing a couple guys live the other night, and he was working for my camera for me. So he got it. It was late, but he got it.
It was an 8 hour. It was 8 hour. We played till 4 a.m. And the best part of all that, we played OG and Matt. I mean, if you guys see that video, those guys are, hell of a pool players. Not only that, I mean, the love they show. You know what I mean? It's like
great guys first, man.
It's like one of those where we go in there, we battle it out like a Fight Club. And at the end of the day, they like hug you because we all had a great time,
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Again, thank you very much. Let me bring Darren and little Chris back in here. So Darren, let me start with you. It looks like Eric's struggling a little bit on the break. Any hints for him on the break? Because I know one match. You had a solid break, and then I think your last match you kind of struggled on the break. Any advice for Eric?
Yeah, I've been really hit or miss on that break too, so I feel the pain. I would say just switch it up a little bit. nothing's working for you, make a switch on the fly. I mean, it can't hurt you if you've made 2 out of 5 on the break. So I mean, it wouldn't hurt you to just switch something up there because you need a spark just to get your stroke going. It's hard when you're not pocketing anything, and then you're playing on a 9-foot table, and the 1 ball's on one side of the table, and the 2's on the other side, and you can never get in rhythm every single time the match starts that way. So I think that's the biggest problem. I mean, I think it needs to be brought up that it is a 7-foot versus a 9-foot. I know we have that's fine, but
Yeah.
there definitely is something to be said for it when you're out there playing on those sides.
Yep. Little Chris, John playing on a new table, maybe not used to it, but not doing too bad with the 25. Any advice for him? Any changes he needs to make?
He's playing pretty solid. I think the only critique that I would give on, especially with the reps that he didn't complete, in my opinion, is because he just didn't plan far enough ahead. There was that last rack where after he shot the 1 ball and got the position on the 2, then he looked at the 3 and saw that he had to cross bank the 3. I would have thought that you would have already had that planned out prior to even shooting the 1 ball, because it looks like you called an audible after you shot the 2 balls. So your plan was being made up on the fly instead of having it all predetermined out. If the layout is actually possible on top of your cue ball execution being possible.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, we're about ready to fire it back up. Anything you guys want to say, or you just want to fire it back up?
I'm ready. Just fire it up.
Let's go. All right, Roopster, again, thank you, sir. I will most definitely talk to you after this stream.
Good job with everything and hit them well, guys. It's still early, Eric. Put up some
All
big
right.
numbers.
Thanks, bud.
You're still in it.
All right, Jonathan, rack number 6. You are up 25-12. Just a reminder, the 9 ball on the break would be 7 automatic or spot for a possible 9 or 11. You would have 3 choices.
We'll take ball in hand.
Okay.
That was a dry break.
Okay, looks like 1 for a total of 26 after 6 for Jonathan. All right, Eric. John with a 1 in rack number 6 for a total of 26. You're sitting at 12 after 5 racks.
Okay, thank you. Come on. That's 3 ball.
Okay, 3 ball. Gotta love the last ball rolling. Again, want to thank everyone for being here. We have 40 plus here tonight. That's awesome on a Tuesday night.
I'll leave it as it was.
Okay. Looks like 3 for a total of 15. After rack number 6, John 26, Eric 15. All right, John, rack number 7. You're at 26, Eric at 15.
I mean, the 8 and the 9.
Okay, so here's the choices. If you can take your automatic 7 right now, or you can spot the 9, leave the ball where it lays, and play for 11. Spot the 9, leave it where it lays, or excuse me, and take ball in hand, play for 9. If you leave it where it lays, you play for 11. If you spot it, if you take ball in hand, you play for 9, or you can take the 7 right now.
I'll take the 7.
Okay.
So I'll leave number 1 and I might try it.
It's for a total of 33.
Yeah, but the only way I would do it is if I can possibly get an 11.
All right, Eric, rack number 7.
Looks like the 3 ball.
All right.
Big ball in hand.
Possibility of 9. Place it as close as possible. Okay, very good.
The way I'm shooting, I'm a long way from that still. So
So Eric has the 2 to the 4, pocketed the 3 on the break. Okay, so Eric with a 4 for a total of 19 after rack number 7. So we have John at 33, Eric at 19, going into the final 2 racks. All right, John, 33-19. Going into rack 8. One ball pocketed on the break.
7 ball. Two ball in hand.
Possibility of 9. Good shot, John.
Seven.
Okay, for a total of 40 after rack number 8. All right, Eric, rack 8, you're sitting at 19 after 7. Looks like the 1 ball.
Yes, sir. Ball in hand.
Okay, possibility of 9. All right, the 3 ball does stay down for a total of 3 in rack number 8. For a grand total of 22 after 8 racks. We're going into the final, ninth and final. John at 40, Eric at 22. All right, John, rack number 9. Looks like 2 balls down.
The 2 and the 6. I'm going to take ball in hand.
All right. Looks like a combination coming up.
Ooh.
Shot.
Wow, I didn't think I could overcut that.
Okay, for a total of 4 points in rack number 9 for a grand total of 44 for the game. Good shooting, John.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, let's run one out for us here, huh?
Yes, sir.
Or 9.
They got maggots looking at yourself.
I again want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Awesome turnout again.
Oh, you're a good ball hanger.
Okay.
I wanted to throw the 11, but couldn't see it.
Can you see the 2? Just so everyone's clear, you are permitted to jump. It is your table. You can do a jump shot. Stay out of there. Good shot. right, for a total of 3 in your final rack. So the final, John 44, Eric 25. Let's bring everyone back in. All right, Eric, let me start with you. Not a bad show. Your break hurt you early. You kind of figured it out a little bit late, but anything you want to add? Was it nerves? What did you think of the format since it was your first time through?
I enjoy the format. Nerves were, probably up until the halftime there after rack 5. Still pretty nervous. Comfortable in warm up, and most of today, my breaks weren't a problem earlier. 2 to 3 was a normal break, and these dry breaks were really hurting me. So,
yes,
I took a piece of Little Chris's advice from I mentioned the other couple days ago. Try lightening the break a bit, different spots. I don't know. Earlier it was fine. Today, right now, big problem. But it's my table. I should be able to run racks, if you will, but. Not fortunate tonight.
Well, now you know what to expect. Fortunately, you go in the one loss side, but you can fight through that and get back to the championship through the one loss side. So that the break is probably the issue right now. And like you said, it's your table. You can work on that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the show tonight, man. Good job.
Thanks, man. Happy to be here.
All right, John, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Feel good about your game?
No, they were right. I made some mistakes through a few of those racks. Didn't plan it out as good as I should have. As good as I hit that bank on that 3 ball, I should have been out from there. Everything else was perfect, and I missed an easy straight.
Right. Any issue with the new felt or anything like that?
Yeah, it's used felt, and it's definitely slower than the Simonis on the diamond table I had. But I had picked up some Simonis today, and I'm gonna be putting it on tomorrow.
Okay, there you
Getting
go.
back into it.
All right, man. So you're moving ahead into the second round, and that's what it's all about. Just worry about what you can do and advance. Just keep advancing, and you did that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me bring in my 2 co-hosts here, Darren and Little Chris. Darren, anything you want to add to the match?
Yeah, just first off, congratulations to John. I thought he shot really well. You're going to make mistakes. Perfect, but I thought when it counted, you made some big shots. You had a good bank in there. Everybody's playing with a little bit of nerve, so you're going to have some hiccups along the way. And then as for Eric, it's you end up on the tough side, on the wrong side of the business end of somebody that's shooting pretty well, and that 9-footer is intimidating. Just watching you shoot on it from here, it's like I haven't shot on a 9-footer in a while, but I know looking downstream on those big tables, man, especially if you're not getting looks early and then you're having to shoot coast to coast all the time, it's hard. You feel like you're chipping from the woods somewhere. Yeah, I thought you're a good sport about it, and sometimes sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it just wasn't your night.
Hey, the bottom line, Eric, you had fun tonight, right?
Oh, of course.
All right. Little Chris, anything to add?
Yeah, great job to both players. Congratulations, John, for the win. If I had to give both a bit of advice, Eric kind of already mentioned it. Both of y'all were using magic racks. So, 7 foot and 9 foot aside, magic racks don't really respond well to power. They respond better to finesse. And both of y'all have seen that when you tried to muscle the break, you ended up with clutters. And typically with finesse breaks on magic racks, you're not going to end up with clutters. And so it's just going to come down to cue ball execution at that point.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's going to be a consistent rack every time for you. That's going to be the key. So you find your spot on the table where you can make that wing ball, that should be a consistent, make for you every single rack. Okay. So congratulations, John. Eric, good job. You're going to have to fight your way through the one loss side. Darren, Little Chris, appreciate your help tonight. And like I said, John, congratulations. You're moving into round number 2 on the winner's side. And I will be in contact with both of you soon to set up the next match. Make sure that you, first of all, subscribe so you can hit the bell notification so you get notified on all of these matches. We have a match Thursday. We have matches Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Make sure you're there with us. Appreciate everyone being here tonight. Any final words? Anyone?
Good job. I want to say it was fun. This was my first time playing with you guys, and it was really fun. I
All
appreciate
right, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right. Thanks again to my two co-hosts, and we will see you Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the it's California night, I guess. We have 2 matches for California boys, so can't miss that. So we'll see you all 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. And until Thursday, have a good one.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Take care, everybody.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. You too.